Last week, we talked about credit cards and how they are like the Golden State Warriors because they have strength in numbers. The key to optimizing your credit card setup is to have more than just one credit card. And 3 seems to be a pretty number, so that's why we have trifecta setups. In another recent video, we talked about the Amex trifecta, and if you haven't watched that one already, it basically will break your wallet with its killer annual fees. That's why in this video, I'll be talking about another trifecta setup that I think is the best one out there right now. Can you guess which one it is? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with you probably already know what it is. It's the Chase Trifecta. And besides being named after probably the coolest YouTuber that you know, the Chase Trifecta is one of the most valuable setups that you could have. Pay very close attention to this video because we'll be going over the Chase Trifecta and not only how it will help you earn more points, but also how it will make your points more valuable. The first thing that I want you to understand is which credit cards make up the Chase Trifecta. I believe the easiest 3 credit cards for this setup are the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I'll go into more detail about why I like this setup specifically, but one of the great advantages of the Chase Trifecta is its flexibility. And when I say flexible, I'm talking like Olympic gymnast style flexible because there are so many different variations of this trifecta. This means that you'll have no problem trying to figure out which 3 credit cards that you will use in the Chase Trifecta to help optimize your point earning spree and also the value of your points. The Chase Trifecta will include a combination of the following credit cards: Chase Sapphire Reserve, Chase Sapphire Preferred, Inc. Business Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, Chase Freedom Unlimited, Inc. Business Cash, and the Inc. Business Unlimited. Unfortunately, you can't just pick any 3 of those cards and call it a day, because there are some limitations to the Chase Trifecta. The first limitation of the Chase Trifecta is that you need to have at least one of the following 3 cards. Either the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, or the Inc. Business Preferred. That means no matter which credit cards that you choose in this 3-card setup, at least one of them has to be one of those 3 cards. And the reason is not only because those are the only cards with annual fees, but also because each one of those cards will allow you to transfer your Chase points to a travel transfer partner, which will come in extremely handy later in this video when I talk about redeeming your points. Another limitation that Chase puts on you is that you can only have one Sapphire credit card at a time. That means you could either have the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the Chase Sapphire Preferred. The last limitation is that you're going to need either the Chase Freedom Unlimited or the Inc. Business Unlimited credit card in your Chase Trifecta. After understanding those 3 limitations, you could make like Burger King and have it your way. Here are other possible examples of a Chase Trifecta: Chase Sapphire Reserve, Chase Freedom Flex, Chase Freedom Unlimited, or Chase Sapphire Reserve, Inc. Business Preferred, and Inc. Business Unlimited, Inc. Business Preferred, Inc. Business Cash, or Inc. Business Unlimited, or even Chase Sapphire Preferred, Inc. Business Preferred, and Chase Freedom Unlimited. There are many different possibilities of the exact Chase Trifecta setup, and I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to do the math on how many different variations you could have, but I know it's at least greater than 2. Just remember though that the most important part out of all this is that your Chase Trifecta has to include either the Chase Sapphire Reserve, Sapphire Preferred, or Inc. Business Preferred. And when you woke up this morning, you might have thought to yourself, why those 3 cards exactly? Well, boy, do I have a gift for you because I will cover that right now. First things first is that each of those cards have an annual fee. The Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Inc. Business Preferred both have an annual fee of $95, while the Chase Sapphire Reserve has an annual fee of $550. But that's not the reason why we want it in our Chase Trifecta setup. The real reason is because each one of those cards will allow us to transfer our Chase points to a Chase Travel Transfer Partner at a 1-to-1 ratio, which means 1 Chase point will equal 1 Chase Transfer Partner mile or 1 Chase Transfer Partner points. And here's a list of Chase's travel partners. And honestly, they have a lot of different airlines and hotels to choose from, so I could bet that you use at least one of them. You have companies that you might use often, like United Airlines and Marriott, or ones you will use for that one dream trip like Emirates. The reason why you want to transfer your points to a transfer partner is not only so that way you could travel for free, but this is also one of the best ways, if not the best way, to maximize the value of your points. Sure, you could redeem your Chase points for things like gift cards or cash back, but you're usually going to get a point valuation of only around 1 cent per point. But when you transfer your points to a travel transfer partner, on average, you will see a point valuation of 2 cents per point, and that value could go all the way up to around like 8 or 10 cents per point. Honestly though, don't get your hopes up too high, because seeing anything greater than 2 cents per point is super rare and doesn't happen all too often. But if it does happen to you, make sure you book it immediately, because it might change. Again, the reason why you need either the Sapphire Reserve, Sapphire Preferred, or Ink Business Preferred in your Chase Trifecta setup is so that way you could unlock that benefit of transferring your Chase points to a travel transfer partner. But if those 3 credit cards are the important ones, why do we need 2 other cards to be a part of the Chase Trifecta? Well, what we just went over was how to maximize the value of your Chase points. And what we're now going to cover is how to optimize the amount of points that you earn. Because at the end of the day, what's the point of having maximum value points if you don't have any points to redeem in the first place? And choosing the right 3 credit cards to be a part of your Chase Trifecta will help maximize your credit card diversity. As I mentioned earlier, you do have a few options to choose from to get a different variety of Chase Trifecta setups. But in order to make that decision a lot simpler and easier, we're going to have to look at your spending habits. First, we're going to start with the decision between choosing from the Chase Freedom Unlimited card or the Ink Business Unlimited card. If you need a bunch of different employee credit cards to give out to your employees for free at no extra cost, then get the Ink Business Unlimited. If not, get the Chase Freedom Unlimited. What we care about the most that both credit cards have to offer is that they will earn you 1.5% cash back unlimited on any purchase that you make. Other than that, the only real major differences between the 2 cards is that the Ink Business Unlimited card has higher credit lines because it's a business credit card, and you could give out employee credit cards for free. The Chase Freedom Unlimited card also has more than just one bonus multiplier. You will also earn 5% cash back on travel through the Chase portal, 3% on dining at restaurants, and 3% on drugstore purchases. Obviously, these extra multipliers will be way more intriguing to the normal user who doesn't need to have employee credit cards. This takes care of your first credit card in the Chase Trifecta setup, and it's going to be called your catch-all credit card. That's because this card will capture any purchase that you aren't going to be making on your other 2 cards in your Trifecta setup. Whichever unlimited credit card you choose, you're probably going to use it for things like clothes, shopping, or to pay off bills or utilities expenses and so on. One of the points of the Chase Trifecta is to make sure you are earning more than 1% or 1x points on any purchase that you make. Now you have to choose the second credit card in your Trifecta setup, which is either going to be the Sapphire Reserve, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, or the Ink Business Preferred. Reward multipliers aside, each of these 3 cards are meant for a different group of people. The Sapphire Reserve is more for those frequent travelers, the Ink Business Preferred is more for those business owners, and the Chase Sapphire Preferred is more for the casual credit card user. That is why for most of you, I think the Chase Sapphire Preferred card will be your choice when it comes to the annual fee credit card in your Chase Trifecta setup. But let's now dive into the reward multipliers of each card. The Chase Sapphire Preferred will earn you 5x points on travel through the Chase portal, 2x on other travel purchases, 3x on dining at restaurants, 3x on online grocery store purchases, and 3x on select streaming services. The Sapphire Reserved will earn you 5x on flights booked through the Chase portal, 10x on hotels and car rentals through the Chase portal, 3x on other travel purchases, 10x total points on Chase dining purchases through the Chase portal, and 3x points on other dining at restaurants. Lastly, the Ink Business Preferred earns you 3x points on the first $150,000 spent in combined purchases in the following categories each account anniversary year: shipping purchases, advertising purchases made with social media sites and search engines, internet, cable, and phone services, and travel. Right off the bat, you can see which credit card you are more catered for based on the reward multipliers alone. Keep in mind though that I won't go into too much detail as to which credit card is best for you amongst those 3, because this isn't a dedicated comparison video of those cards. Maybe I can make one later though. But I want to say one more thing that varies between each of these 3 cards, and it has to deal with how you redeem your Chase points. The Ink Business Preferred will also give you a perk that will boost your points value by 25% when you redeem them for travel through the Chase portal. This means when you book through Chase's travel portal with your points, you will get a point value of at least 1.25 cents per point. The Chase Sapphire Preferred card will do the exact same thing. But with the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you will get a 50% point value boost as opposed to the 25%. So your points are now worth at least 1.5 cents per point through the Chase Travel Portal. And now you need to choose the last credit card in your Chase Trifecta setup. Like I said earlier, you're gonna have to choose all of these cards based around your spending habits, but for this last card, you're probably gonna come down to either the Chase Freedom Flex card or the Ink Business Cash card. The Freedom Flex will earn you 5% cash back in quarterly bonus categories on up to $1,500 worth of combined purchases per quarter. But it will also earn you, just like the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, 5% on travel through the Chase portal, 3% on dining at restaurants, and 3% on drugstore purchases. The Ink Business Cash will earn you 5% cash back on the first $25,000 spent in combined purchases at office supply stores and on internet, cable, and phone services each account anniversary year. It will also earn you 2% cash back on the first $25,000 spent in combined purchases at gas stations and restaurants each account anniversary year. After figuring out which 3 credit cards you're going to choose for your Chase Trifecta setup, you'll see that you're earning or racking up more points than an NBA team playing against a group of elementary school kids. And now I want to draw your attention back to the most common Chase Trifecta setup, which is the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, and the Chase Freedom Unlimited cards. The great thing about this setup is that it will cost you $95 a year to have all 3 cards. That is an absolute steal for the amount of value that you could receive from this Chase Trifecta setup. To make things better, the common Amex Trifecta setup will cost you almost $1,000 a year to have. As a matter of fact, the most expensive Chase Trifecta setup that you could have will only cost you $645 a year, which is still significantly lower than the Amex Trifecta. The Chase Trifecta is simpler, it is cheaper, and will still provide you a lot of value. And that's why my advice to you, if you don't already have the Chase Trifecta, is to get started. Take a look at which 3 Chase credit cards will work best with your lifestyle and your spending habits. Or if you can't make up your mind or you can't decide, just go with the Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Freedom Flex, and Chase Freedom Unlimited card, because that will do you just fine. With that said, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe down below, and you can go ahead and watch these other Chase videos right here. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots.